YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to TelliVision87. So we're going to jump into this Love and Hip Hop, the family reunion, Love and Hip Hop edition. It's season 3. We on episode 2. So the first scene, it starts out with your boy, Chaotic. He's still in his room. His COVID test is inconclusive, so he can't come down to the party yet. So he's talking about he don't even know what inconclusive means. He's talking about that's preposterous. So you see him upstairs, like, you know, working out, whatever, trying to just do whatever he can to kick it out of his system. So he's still off for right now. We still just gonna see him from the balcony. So then we have you get the side conversations with Mariah Lynn and then with Carly and Tierra. So they're basically talking to, you know, Mariah's talking to Amara, and you got Tierra talking to Zell Swag, and I forget who Carly was talking to, probably Spice. But all in all, those conversations were like, hey, whatever y'all got going on, it's petty. Go ahead and squash that little beef, because it was really so old and ridiculous. So at that point, when they get to the carnival shindig that's going down, they are pretty much, you know, make up and just let bygones be bygones. But we're gonna get to that in just a little second. So you have, once everybody is like getting dressed, so it's going to be 2 events going down that day. You're going to have the carnival party, and then you're going to have Nikki Baby's lingerie little fashion show. So we get to the carnival. Amara's hosting that. You know, you get everybody in the cute little outfits with the wings and all that. Just a side note, if you've never been to a carnival, I highly recommend that you go. You will definitely have a good time. I've been to one. I was not in one. I did not dress up. A friend of mine did in the Atlanta carnival, and it was really, really dope. But have you ever been poked in the eye with a one of them costume wings? Not fun. Got me right in the eye. Thank God I had my contacts on, but it was just like a mess for a few minutes, child. My eye was all red and running water and everything. But all in all, carnival is fun. So everybody gets dressed up. They get to the carnival, and it's so funny because, well, not the carnival, downstairs with a stage, and Amada's performing her song or whatever. So what's his name, Scrap De Leon, he's like, he can't get over the fact of seeing his mom. You know, he keeps saying, my mama's all extra sexy and everything, I need to put some clothes on, this, that, and the third. He's stuck on that. But everybody, you know what I'm saying, look decent in their carnival attire. Gunplay comes over to Mariah Lynn, and he's like, hey, look, you know, I'm sorry for getting in women's business. You know what I'm saying? I don't know you from a can of paint, so let's just start over. They, you know, squash that. And Gunplay also has a conversation with Trick, who comes in looking like the UPS man or the poop emoji, whichever one, with all that daggone brown. So that's just Miami. That's so Liberty City right there. So Gunplay, he apologizes to Trick, you know, and he tells the audience once again, when he was, you know, on drugs and everything, the Airbnb, he told Trick Airbnb up. So Trick accepts the apology, says, hey, look, you always gonna be my brother, and it really didn't escalate to anything else, to anything more, because I know you. So that was good. There was no drama or fighting, anything like that there. So Amada's on stage doing her little song. It sound catchy enough, child. It's, you know, they got that whole Afro beat, Latin house party type of vibe going on. Okay, so she's up there performing, and then the camera pans over, and it is Shay Johnson and her brother MJ with his little mini top hat. I don't know where he got that from. He think that's his little signature. He think it's cool. I don't really think it's cool. I think he would look way better without it. I don't know. Maybe he bald or something. He ain't got no hair. He losing hair or something. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, Shay comes in, and of course they have to make it the story on the cameras how she got invited. So apparently Mariah Lynn is, and Shay, they girls or whatever. So that's how she got invited on the trip. But Mariah only invited Shay. She didn't tell Shay to bring a +1, but of course for the drama, she had to bring her brother. So Amara's, she real tense. She's like, dang, I wanted to get away from these people. Why? You know what I'm saying? Why are they here? How did they get here? So eventually, a little bit later on, Mariah Lynn explains like, I didn't know the beef or whatever the problem with Shay, Amada, and MJ. Otherwise, child, I would have never invited Shay. I didn't want to be, messy like that or anything. So Shay and MJ are basically telling Mariah, like before she said that Amada smashed the homie, got introduced to Alan through MJ, and then turned around and had 2 kids by him. So that was something that MJ always says Amara's trying to avoid, and I guess she is. But I mean, at the end of the day, like MJ, look, I don't want to say Amara got her karma, because the babies are beautiful, but I guess she got karma in a sense of the way Alan just played her, and Amara, played herself. Had her over there in the Dominican Republic, was even talking to Amada's mom, all crazy. It sometimes it's like, and then you went and had 2 kids by this dude. He barely even acted like he wanted to show up to the birth of the babies. I mean, he got there, but he was just like, so, like, he could be doing so many other things instead of worrying about his children being, born. And so that was like, whatever. But Amara, that's what you get. Alan is one of them dudes, but you gotta be mindful who you have children with. So like, if I was MJ, I'd be like, you know what, oh well, that's what you get. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have did me dirty like that. But I guess MJ wants some type of closure with Amara. Maybe just wants her to admit, like, hey, look, what I did was wrong. Yeah, you introduced me to your friend. I should have never did that to you. You didn't deserve that. I guess that's what he wants. So we'll see if he gets it at some point during this season. So everything seems to be going, kind of sort of decent at the carnival. Tokyo Vanity, she's there. I forget who, invited her. But whatever, she's there. And Carly is, something is going on with them too. Carly keeps saying she needs to talk to Tokyo, but doesn't really say anything. So it come to find out later on that the problem is Tokyo said a while back that all the vets should be off of the show, which is like, okay, but is that something just to be so up in arms and so upset about? If that's how she felt at the time, then oh well. But you see, Tokyo was only on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta for like 2 seasons, maybe 3, but I think it was definitely 2. Yeah, so it's just like they keep bringing up old stuff just to create drama, and it's just ridiculous. So Nikki Baby does the little fashion show. It's cute or whatever. I gotta give, Nikki Baby her props on that. The lingerie is cool. So you get, I think Carly was in there. And of course, KK, Karen, was in there, I think. And then she had like a couple of other models. So after that, it's like Spice and Carly's, whatever, they still kind of mean mugging. So then it's like all this built up tension that eventually, like, I guess this is what kicked it off. Amara comes over to Amada comes over to Mariah and was like, yo, like, how did Shay get here? You know, I wish you would have told me that she was coming. And that's when Mariah is like, okay, you know, I'm sorry, I didn't know about the drama, this, that, and the third. So after they said, you know, they settled that, Amara's just feeling really, really uneasy. Spice basically just blurts out to Shay, is like, yo, Shay, who the F invited you? Da, 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 da. So then they get up and kind of like, you know, get to going at it back and forth. And then like after that, that's when Tokyo goes up to Carly, who's like, yo, Carly, you know, in her New Orleans accent, I can't do it. You know, I heard you got a problem with me. We've been here. What's the problem? And then that's when Carly's like, yo, you know, I heard what you said about the vets being off the show, and I got all these witnesses, and y'all know I always keep my receipts, and da-da-da-da-da. So then Tokyo like turns all the way up, like 0 to 100, and Spice is like, you know, stop yelling, but she's yelling at Tokyo to stop yelling. So now they're both yelling. It's just the whole hot mess. It's just so excuse me, it's just so silly. It's ridiculous. So they're going through all of that, and that's pretty much how the show ends. So we're gonna see, like, on the clip from next week, it looks like, I don't know who came out of the left. All I know is Mariah wig is off, and all I see is the braids going back. So I don't know who snatched Mariah wig off, or who. I don't know if it was Carly or Tokyo, or like who got to who. I just know Mariah Lynn ain't have on her wig, and she was fussing at somebody. So it's a lot going on. So let me know what you guys think about this episode. Like I said, it's just petty drama that they're stirring up. It's so silly, just for the sake of having drama for the show. But it's Love and Hip Hop, so that's what it's going to do. And then you got Chrissy, who's there, you know, just being like the mother of the show, trying to, you know, get everybody to calm down and quit fighting. Oh, but I almost forgot about Jen and Fresh. I almost keep forgetting about them, because it's like that one season, or maybe 2 seasons in New York, I didn't really watch. I had stopped watching it for a minute, so I didn't really keep up with them like that. So I keep forgetting about them. Sorry, y'all. But anyway, Fresh is like, hey, yo, Jen, when the ladies ganged up on me, you know, you didn't have my back. And then Jen was like, well, I didn't have your back because I agreed with the ladies. And so Fresh is going on about, oh, these ladies are single, and I see why they're single, because of the men that they deal with, and this, that, and the third, and yada, yada, yada. So after they get through all of that, Fresher tells us that, you know, yeah, he made some mistakes in the past, but he doesn't want to have to keep paying for those mistakes, because he's doing the work, and he's really, you know, changed, and he's really trying to be a better man, because he got robbed and like, I don't even remember hearing that story, but apparently some chicks ran up on him, they pistol whipped him, they took him for his money, his jewelry, and he said at that moment all he wanted to do was, you know, be home with Jen and the kids. So that was his, you know, near death moment to get him to realize that his family is most important, and he need to, you know, stop with all this extra riffraff and stop being in the streets and just doing all this dumb stuff. So, you know, I'm glad he's gotten to that point, but it's also a shame that sometimes that's what it takes for some dudes to realize what's really important. Like, you gotta damn near die, or like something really like dramatic or traumatic has to happen to you before, like, you damn near gotta lose it all for you to be like, shoot, like, my family, my kids, let me stop messing around with these women out here who I don't even care about, let me get it together. It sucks, it has to get to that point sometimes, but I guess if that's what helped him to realize, then I guess. But so yeah, so Fresh is basically saying, hey, look, I'm here with you now, like, let's have some of these good times, you know, don't let these other people in your ear, whatever, let's just work on us. But I still don't know to this day, like in real time, if Fresher and Jen are married. I still don't think he wants to marry her. I still think he just gonna keep her there just to have her there. Because if he really wanted to marry her, I think he would. Like, they've known each other for so long. If he really wanted to marry her, he would have done it by now. So that's the only thing that's kind of like, yeah, I still think you got some of them tendencies. But he said he working on them, so then I guess we'll just have to see. But so yeah, that's Jen and Fresh's story. So let me know what you guys thought about the episode. Let me know, yeah, what you guys think about this whole the whole Tokyo Carly situation, the whole Shay, Amada, MJ. That's like the main thing that I really want to see. I want to see if Amara is going to like really apologize to MJ, or, you know, just stop running away from the problem and like address it head on. That's what I really want to see. But let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts down below. Thank y'all for watching. It's your girl Telly. TelliVision87 is the channel. I'll be back with another video for y'all soon. Until then, peace.